While Microsoft and Sony are racing to be crowned champion in the next generation console wars, Nintendo has done something very Nintendo and said, never mind all that ultra high definition gaming, how about some augmented reality racing karts? This is Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, which takes the best-selling Nintendo game and turns your house into the racetrack. And the way this works is pretty clever. The kart contains a camera that streams live footage of your living room to the Nintendo Switch console, which you use as the remote control. In the box are 4 cardboard gates that you can set up around your home in whatever configuration the space will allow to form your racetrack. The software can recognise the gates as you drive through them, creating the course as you go. You also get these cardboard barriers with arrows on them that can help you navigate your track. And these too are recognised by the software and augmented with animations. Once you're set up, it's pretty much like a regular game of Mario Kart. There are other characters to race against, there are power-ups and weapons to use against them, but it's all taking place from a mouse eye view of your own living room. You can also race up to 4 of these karts together to play multiplayer in your living room if you've got the space, but you will need a Nintendo Switch console for each one. Now, it goes without saying that you need a fair bit of space to set this up, but you can arrange it in a modest-sized living room. And that's because even though on screen it looks like your kart is zooming around the racetrack, in the real world, the kart is just sort of trundling around the living room fairly slowly. It can also make some pretty sharp turns, so you can set it up in a smaller room, although I do think you'd get more out of this with more space. There are some limitations to the software. Not all the power-ups work in the way you'd expect them to in the regular Mario Kart game. You can't hold a banana behind your kart to protect yourself from shells. And even though Bullet Bill does steer you around the track automatically, which I thought was quite impressive, it can't detect obstacles, so you end up crashing quite a lot. In fact, the augmented reality layer doesn't handle occlusion, so the racecourse track is always overlaid on top of the camera feed. So here, where the track should disappear behind this table leg, it doesn't, and that means you tend to crash more than you'd expect. Although that's part of the madness, and when you do crash, your character reacts on screen. The big question for all augmented reality applications is how much do you actually get out of this once you're over that initial moment of, ooh, this is cool. Most of the players I know that still play Pokemon Go have turned off the AR camera effects because even though they look cool, they ultimately add very little to the gameplay. And I think that may also be the issue here. Firstly, I noticed that when you're racing, you barely look at the physical kart at all. Your family or your housemates can watch it zip around the room, but you're so focused on the screen and trying not to crash that you forget there's a physical kart there at all. And while the regular Mario Kart can transport you to faraway worlds, this version transports you to your living room, and I've definitely seen plenty of that over the last few months. Nintendo has tried to give this some replay value. You can unlock new skins for the characters and the on-screen karts, and the software can emulate different worlds, like this underwater world or a snow world, by overlaying effects and changing the look and feel of the room and the cardboard gates. Although some of the effects can make it hard to see where you're going, resulting in more crashes. But as with all augmented reality games, I'm left with the question, how is this better than just playing the original console game? And ultimately, I think it's not. It's just different. It's a different take on Mario Kart, and that's fine. It's hard to say whether this will have the same enduring appeal as the traditional console game, but Mario Kart is the best-selling game on the Nintendo Switch, so if any franchise can take AR mainstream, it's probably Mario Kart.